We still have lots of parts of our state where people only have access to dial-up. There may be high speed in their local library, so they're at home, they're trying to download a file, or they want to do some e-learning project. Those slow speeds just make it impossible. So we see people that actually have connectivity at home, but at slow speeds that are using our libraries. This really affects everybody across the board. Job seekers, people that are trying to get job training or go back to school, people that are trying to communicate with family and friends at distance. It's really the whole gamut. Teenagers with those slow speeds, they just can't get the access they need.
My name is Vanessa and I love broadband.
What broadband has brought is a huge change in who comes to the library and how the library is used.
We're the only game in town for internet, for copies, for faxing, and they know that.
I check my emails, and then I have registered with the school online.
Government is streamlining its own processes. You can't go down and get a new license. You have to do that online. And so if you don't have that internet connection, you're not going to be able to do that.
We do have a lot of people who are coming in because they can no longer apply for a job.
I'm a substitute teacher, and they've changed it now so you have to renew online. If I don't have a computer access, I don't know what I'd do.
IRS forms, tax forms, information that's not provided to the library, that isn't mailed to people at home.
I realized because I didn't have high-speed internet access, I was basically being left behind.
Broadband is a wonderful equalizer.
In the old days in the library, you were restricted to what you had in your library. Now, having the internet, we have the access to the whole world.
National boundaries disappear. Language disappears.
My name is Jean-Whitson Xavier. I come from Haiti. I can't be in contact with the world.
We're serving everybody, and they're sitting side by side using the computers.
We have a lot of elderly using the internet because they want to see pictures of their grandchildren back home.
Right now I'm checking to see the questions for the Tale of Desperado, which we are having our book club discussion on Saturday.
It means I get the heck out of the house instead of staying home for hours on end.
It's the best thing about what we are.
We're right next door to a school at this branch, so we do have kids that come in every day, and they come in right after school and get on the internet almost immediately.
Some of them are doing their homework. They actually do use our computers for their homework.
I knew I couldn't have gotten through high school without using the internet.
I use broadband to do my homework for school.
It has made libraries more vital to the community.
We are busier than ever. Libraries are busier than ever, and our net access is busier than ever.
Our numbers have gone up in huge amounts.
It has become a major part of what people use in the library here.
Right on the library's homepage, they have a link for databases, and it brings you to all these great sources.
I would be completely cut off otherwise.
If my library didn't offer broadband, this community would be at a complete disadvantage.
It would leave a big void.
This, honestly, is pretty much my second home.
Broadband internet access is basically what utilities were 50 years ago. They're that important. Thank God I have running water, I have electricity, but I don't have internet access, so I've got to go other places to find it.
It's absolutely imperative. There's no question that every library in this country needs to have broadband internet.
If we don't provide what our community, what our patrons need, libraries run the risk of becoming obsolete.
To me, it's not even a question of should they have it, it's when are they getting it? It should not even be a question.
It's about everything in your life. It's about education, it's about work, it's about fun.
We're the commons. People come, they sit down next to one another, who knows? They might start a conversation. How good is that?
Libraries change lives, and broadband changes lives too.
It is just part of your life now. It's not an extra. And when people think that way, they need to catch themselves and say, I'm in the 21st century. It's not an extra.
One of the only chances we've had in our department to bring together librarians, legislators, local officials, trustees, to talk about the importance of broadband in libraries. We're very excited because we just don't get this opportunity. I'm looking forward to having these people all in one place, one room to talk, and I look forward to hearing ideas and finding out where people want to take the next step. I think it's a great opportunity for all of us. Broadband is important in libraries, and that the funding and the commitment to sustain that will follow. I can't imagine that we would be able to bring broadband to these libraries without this grant.